Welcome back, guys. So today we will start a fresh window tab which is execution list. So before that we have already covered module and test case window tab. So let's begin with execution list. So till now, whenever you were creating the test cases and the test step part to confirm if it's working fine or not, you are using Scratchbook to run the test cases. But that is not a permanent solution to run your test case folder or your whole test suite. That is why we have a separate window tab created by Tri-Scientist TOSCA to provide with new execution, that is execution list. So whenever you will try to execute your test scenarios, you will use execution list. Though in middle of your development, whenever you will be creating your test cases and you want to get assured that it's working fine or not, you can use Scratchbook, but that is not an ultimate solution for this. So what we will do, we will firstly map our test case folder to the execution list folder. So that is the first thing. That is how the link up will be done, and they will understand each other, the execution list folder and the test case folder. After that, what we will do, in place of running the test cases in Scratchbook, we will run them in actual execution list. Okay. So why we will do that? So as I told earlier, unlike Scratchbook, execution list stored all the historic results which can be consulted if necessary. So if you have seen previously in Scratchbook, there is a error. If any error is coming, you can see the error is there, but it's a kind of high level error it is, and you are not purely able to understand what it is saying. But in case of running the test cases using execution list, you will get your results, and it will also be saved unless you are not rerunning it. That's why that is the part where your new execution result will be override by the previous one. So there you will get a explanation of your errors, your logs, timestamp, everything. And if your test suite is, suppose you are trying to run a test suite and it is very long, suppose 100 of test cases are there, you can run using execution list and it will run in the background and you can do your work. Also you can, if you're logging off, you want to keep it running overnight, you can run them and leave them, and they will run and produce the result, and in morning you can come and see, okay, fine, these are the test cases failed, these are passed, and there are some errors in this particular test cases. So these are the advantages we have. In test case we have test steps, correct, and when we will map them with execution list, each test case can be considered as an execution entry, and in one particular execution list, each test case can be available only once. Means it's not like multiple time you can create them in one execution list. Okay, so this is how the introduction of execution list is. Now we will go to our commander and we will see how it works. Okay, so we are here now, fine, and you can see we have test case folder, module folder, and execution folder. For now, as we do not need modules, we can cancel it. Okay, and whenever you want it, you can go to section, click on module, it will come, and you can drag it and place it here, and it will align. Okay, now see, we have test cases and execution. Firstly, we will align them in such a way so that the dragging and leaving part will be easier for us as well. Okay, so let's move this execution list, come to this panel here and leave it in this way. Okay, so you can see execution tab is in one separate pane and test case is in one separate one. Correct. Now if you will see here, we have our execution folder. Okay, so what we will do, we will open the exercise 3 where we have created all our end-to-end testing of the uh, web shop. Okay, firstly I will create a folder with web shop. So you can see there are different options. So you can create exploratory testing folder, new folder, folder structure, search for it, create execution list folder, and test configuration parameter, and test interactive testing folder. So these are the options we have. So right now we will go with create execution lists folder. So we will write it web shop. Okay, now what we will do, suppose this is precondition, I will drag it to here and leave it here. Okay, so if you will see, it is not working. Correct. So let me move it again. Okay, so why it is not working, we will have a look, because this is very basic mistake everyone do when they will start this particular kind of mapping from test case to execution. So we will see that why it is happening. So we will write that web shop is our execution list, and we will not drag these folders, we will drag our test case, not the test steps folder. Correct, we were doing this mistake till now. So we will drag it, sorry, and paste it here. Okay, sorry. So we have to not leave it below this web shop execution, we have to paste it on top of that web shop. Okay, that then it will take it. Correct. Now if you will see, the new execution list has came. Okay, and here are the logs and end-to-end results everything will be there. So now let's run it. So firstly we will check any new folder or new already open web shop is there or not. So we will run it. Okay, it has opened the web shop and it will click on the login. And it will enter the email ID and password and click on login. Then we will click on April and shoes, and then it should get error and it will fetch the execution for us. Let's wait. Processing execution results. Now it came. We will see it. See. So here it is. Firstly cancel this and then try to open. See, launch the URL is successful. Click on login is successful. Login into the website is successful. Product selection is successful, and in jeans, blue jeans selection is not happening. Okay, so this is where we will see our error. Okay, so if you will see what it is saying, value that should work is click, and action mode is input, as you can see, and more than one control found for action. So probably there are more than one control is found for action blue gene. That's why there is coming, which we will resolve, and the start time is this and duration is this. Okay, 8 seconds. So this is how we can understand. So this is where we have created execution list and worked on it. So this is end of this lecture, and we will see through exercise about more complex test cases. Okay, till then, bye.